Hello, everyone. Shay's Creations here. Don't forget to underscore in the middle. I am extremely happy, and I have got to tell you, if by any chance you were one of those people that had a housing mistake and your rent was a couple $100s more than what it was supposed to be, you can do like me and frantic, get old and break down and get scared. But I decided to make sure I just paid my rent and let it be that. I wasn't gonna go crazy and do all that other stuff, even though people told me to. Anyway, I go to the mailbox today, and what did I get? A recertification packet, and they want my bank statement. They want all of my documents, my earnings, whatever. I basically already finished my application. But do you know why I'm happy? I'm happy because I started, first of all, I started taking my medicine again, and I was able to calm down. And today, I did not know that this was in the mailbox, but I was talking to someone earlier, and I told her just knock it out, pay it when they find out what's going on or whatever. It'll work itself out. Now, I'm not saying that they're gonna find their mistake and they're gonna fix it or whatever that stuff. But anyway, I did get the recertification packet and I already filled it out. Yes, it's going in the mail tomorrow. Yes, I already sent my bank statement to housing. I got it. I got the email and I sent it on over there too. So I just have. I also put on my application that I sold some greeting cards just recently, and I also put on here that I sold some socks. But you want to know what the good thing is? And I don't know what's going to happen with me. I don't want to go homeless. I'm not going to lie. Nobody wants to go homeless. So let's ring that bell. Ding, 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 ding. Anyway, I already signed documents that I would not sell with Chase Creations anymore. I already knocked it out with IRS and all that. But I said, I'm not going to do that. I tried to close my site like 3 to 4 times. I have it all written in email when I told them that, I was going through this, and they still have my website, kindnesscreations.com, up on the thing now. I don't believe anyone is going to buy any cards from me. I'm not worried about that. Of course, I would love it. That's what I'm trying to do. But I'm going to put a typed letter. I already put on here that I have a business at home. I already put it all. I'm going to knock it all out, baby, because I'm not throwing away what I want to do. No, 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 no. So I am going to let you know, please do not fret. It will work itself out. And I am so thankful that the only thing I did was decide to just sit down and say, okay, you know what? I'm going to move and shake and do some other things to take my mind off of it. Plus, I have too many things going on right now that I need to just slow down and focus on this, little, and just not worry about it. So, the one thing I did today was cook my dinner, but that dinner is booming. Anyway, I am so happy because now they get to go in and look at some numbers and figure it out and give me a new balance to pay. So I called my friend and I asked her, what am I supposed to do about my Zelle, which a few of them were sales, and I already put it in there. That's where the socks I mentioned already. And she said, just put a note with it. So I'm going to sit right here, and I'm going to type my letter up and put it in there. Yes, I'm going to contact IRS, let them know that Shay's back on the grind, and I am going to just sit here and do what I have to do. I went to the mailbox, got a letter from Social Security. They said they paid me $205 more than they were supposed to. So I said, I am not even going to argue about it. They said they're going to take $10 out every month, honey. Y'all take y'all little $10 because I don't have it. I refuse to find a fight where I don't feel like fighting. 205, that means I must have made it somewhere. So guess what? Blessings to me. I was grinding, I was trying, so I must have did something. So if they find later on, maybe, and they said this was from 2023, so whatever the case may be, I'm just gonna, I already accepted the $10, and I just said, bye, you can have it. So boom, I'm happy about that. But I'm sitting here now. I went to the Dollar Tree and I got some boxes because I wanted to start doing some things. I got some boxes over here, but those are all for these cups that y'all can't see. But I have a whole top shelf here full of cups, and I got a few boxes, with socks and stuff. So my shelf is, honey, don't play with the lady over here, honey, because I have no intentions on playing with myself. It is some issues going on up in here, but I kid you not. I am gonna sit in here tonight. It's like it's 10 o'clock tonight. I'm gonna clean off my desk just a little bit because I have a lot of order in here. I have a lot of order, but then I have paper just thrown everywhere. So I said, you know what? I'm feeling real good, boys and girls. I'm like, I wasn't even stressing. I didn't cry today at all. I think I cried yesterday though. Girls and boys, if y'all don't understand what it is to suffer with mental illness where you cry all the time, it is horrible. It is horrible. I cry for every freaking thing. But you want to know why I was absolutely so proud of myself? I went to the Dollar Tree after 7 o'clock. So that's normally a no for me. And I didn't even take notice. I just knew I needed the bins. I went to the Dollar Tree. But when I got to the Dollar Tree, there was one car in the parking lot, only one. Then I parked it, whatever, went inside the store, and I came out. I saw a door open to a car that had came since I was in the store, and the door was open on the passenger side, and I didn't see the driver. So I said to myself, okay, normally now I gotta put on a little chapstick. I know I got one somewhere. My lip is so dry, it just cracked. It just cracked, but I don't feel like getting out. But I have one somewhere on this desk. Anyway, so I got in the car. I said, first of all, the person could be waiting for me to open up the car, and they jump in the passenger side and try to bum rush me, whatever. So I said, I'm not gonna think like that. Can't think like that. So I popped the car. I got in the car, and then I locked the car immediately. Then I looked over, and then I saw both doors was open on the driver's side, which was my passenger side. I didn't see anybody, so I said, okay, clearly. And then I saw a man walking in front of the car, but he was outside of the gate, but right in front of my car. So I said, okay, let me just ease back. And I just eased back, and then I saw the person leaning in the back seat, I guess fixing their bags, whatever. But I said to myself, had I not been on my bipolar medicine, I would have probably tried to defend myself against something that was not even a threat to me. So I am blessed that I figured out a dose for myself. Basically, I cut my own dosage in half. So I cannot wait to speak to my psychiatrist, because one thing with my psychiatrist, he allows me to help him figure out the right dose for me. So when I went to the therapist a couple of days ago, I said I was back on my bipolar medicine. He said, what happened? I said, it got dark. I was fighting myself, that bathtub and them damn pills. I was real, so, and it was really bad in here. So when I say crying, ooh, boys and girls, I would cry the river. But so, and I said, make sure you let him know, because he didn't refill that prescription because he knew I had stopped taking it. So I said, call him now and let him know I need that in the pharmacy. So he did that day, and then I called the same day or maybe the next day. And he said he did send it. So and I got the right dose. So I am just thankful. So one of the things I would like to say, and I don't like to tell people what to do, and I'm not ever going to tell people what to do, but I am going to tell you, if you get a damn hot flash, make sure you get up and open the window. I don't care how cool it is, but I'll give you a minute. Boys and girls, let's go. Ooh, it's hot. I mean, woo, and the window is wide open. Oh, I need a fan for a minute. Woo, the window is wide open. But anyway, what I would like to say, by all means, if you are dealing with any type of emotional issues that you feel you may need a supplement for, and you don't feel like going to the pharmacy, get yourself a multi pack of ashwagandha. It helps tremendously, because there is no way I would be on 150 milligrams of depression medicine and 80 milligrams of bipolar medicine if I was not taking that bottle. I was off of bipolar medicine for 2 years because of the ashwagandha. But all of the other things that I didn't realize I was dealing with that were bipolar issues, I didn't realize until I started conversating with ChatGPT, and it was like, that's depression, that's anxiety, that's bipolar. So I nipped it in the bud. So, and come to find out, the anxiety was coming from the higher dose of the depression medicine. So when I printed all the documents off, I put it in the mail to my psychiatrist, and he called me one day while I was sleeping, and he was, "Why do you sound so?" And I'm like, "Ah, sleep, you know." But the worst part was my I don't know. I'm gonna tell you something because I'm not a doctor, but I'm gonna tell you something. But I have got to find this chap thing for my lip. My lip is hand sanitizer. Ah. Yeah, I was in the middle of saying something. So what I'm gonna say is try to get yourself something to ease your mind, because having that is beautiful, beautiful, having stuff to make your head a little bit a little weary is not good. But I'm not gonna say that almost a lot of people don't experience things like that. So please don't feel shame. Um, one of the issues that I had for a very long time was isolation issues. There's a lot of things out there that frighten me, a lot of things, and I notice sometimes. Well, I'm gonna keep it real because at this point I don't even care. There was a person that was around me, and I noticed that they would take um, a candy wrapper because they knew the candy wrapper was a trigger for me. So he would do this. He would just do this, and he would see I'm driving, and he would see what the reaction would be. But then one time I was driving in Connecticut, and I literally, instantly, within a split second, lost focus of who I was, and whatever voice was in my head said, "Run the car over the edge." And I was on the right side of the lane where the edge was. And when it happened, I was headed to run my car over the edge. And then I got a split second of awareness, and then I realized he was doing this while he was looking out the side of his eye. Do I have to tell you what I did? Do you think I need to? That damn hand went down that piece of paper with that garbage can that's in the front seat of my car. And then on top of that, I don't know what part of Connecticut I was, which I was about a little 2 hours away from my house. I opened the door and said, "Get the out." Jumped out the car, so and I went to drive over. He's standing outside the car looking like elbowed asshole. Bobo the fool. But I went and got him. I'm like, "You better not play no games with me, boy, because I'm not trying to run this car around no pole." But um those things. Another time I was in an elevator in this building, and someone was shaking some keys, and I said, "Do you mind not shaking your keys?" And then this was a person that's supposed to believe in Christ and all this stuff, and all you hear them talking about is "Amen, Hallelujah." And then what happened? What's wrong with the keys? And I'm like, "Oh, nothing. I was just like, if you could just hold the keys for a minute, So someone else was in the elevator with us, and he said, "I understand." And I was thankful for that little piece of compassion. So the next time this person got in the elevator with me, um, they started the keys like this, just like that. And someone else was in the elevator at the time, and he looked at her and he looked at me, and I saw when he rolled his eyes. So believe me, I could have went full bonkers and in the elevator, but I didn't. I would have had I stayed on the elevator. So it just so happens the Lord provided a blessing for me and stopped at a floor, either going up or going down. It was not my floor. I'll tell you that much. I just walked off the elevator and I waited right there for the next one. So I heard when the man said something to her, and I just I didn't have no issues. I just got it said, "You know what? I'm an older woman now, and I'm not gonna play in the sandbox, because you want to play in the sandbox, you go outside and play asshole games on your own. But you clearly knew that was some type of medical issue that I had, that I couldn't be around that keychain. But now I say, if someone gets in an elevator, say they have a plastic bag and it's full of stuff, and they shaking the bag and whatever, I don't say anything. I just get off the elevator at the next thing. If I go to get on an elevator and it's like 3 or 4 people on the elevator, I won't get on the elevator. I will wait. Now, when I tell you I am completely not caring about what anyone says or thinks about me. I'm at that point right now. You know why? Because I noticed that when I am struggling, 9 times out of 10, the person that really is there for me is not even around me. 9 times out of 10 is one of my online friends. And I kid you not, I have a friend that was here a couple of days ago, and he really and truly did not even believe that I really have friends online that are really my friends. And he didn't believe it until he started to see envelopes that was coming here. Like one day I got an envelope from Judy, and I opened it up. He said, you serious? A true somebody? Yes. And I'm like, so it makes me feel so good because I don't have anyone like really around me that will lift me up and all that other stuff. But I felt so bad the last few weeks. I felt bad, and one of the reasons why I felt bad, I felt because I didn't have anyone that I could trust to tell that I was feeling suicidal. I didn't have, because I told someone offline, and he was like, if you want to kill yourself, just go ahead and kill yourself. And I broke down and just started crying, and instantly the conversation went from that to something that he was dealing with that was, a little stressful, but he or she, let's leave it like that, a little stressful. So in that moment, I was hysterical, but I closed the volume down, and the tears was running down and running down. I couldn't believe it, and I had the phone on speaker, and I just held it up, and I'm just steadily crying because I'm trying not to do something, and I'm asking for help. But the one thing that also made me feel worried was because I decided to call 911, and every time I've been in the mental ward, I admit it myself. It was to the point where I had no other choice. It was going to be the next step. Now, another time, um, the person that was supposed to be here yesterday, no, today, that didn't make it. Hopefully everything's okay because I didn't even get a phone call. But he came here, and at the time we were in a relationship about already 4 years. He popped up here one day, and he says something brought him here. He didn't know what it was, but he doesn't second guess himself, and I taught him that. He came downstairs, and I'm on the 12th floor. He was in the lobby, walking in the building. I was in the lobby. He said I didn't have any clothes on, but whatever clothes he said I didn't have on or did have on, I have no idea because he didn't tell me if I had on like a bra or pant. He just said I didn't have no clothes on. He said I was standing there with a big knife, and I had the knife, and I was just, trying to cut my wrist. He said the security guard was standing there and just looking, but he said he came in the front door and he saw me, and he's like, what, to the security guard. But I guess the security guard must have thought, what am I supposed to do? But I'm thankful that my building is compassionate and understanding because they never threw me out. An employee of the building, talked to me and everything. So I understood that he saw it on the camera. He didn't go into what he saw, but he was there to make sure I was okay. Are you okay? You need to, So that at one point the ambulance was here just about every couple of days. I had an alert button in my bathtub. I was fainting constantly, 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 constantly. One day I fainted 15 times, and I fainted so bad one time. My computer desk was right here, and I had just taken off put on my underclothes, whatever, and I fainted. And my daughter and her husband was out there, and they heard me, and I landed under the desk, so they both had to come and help me, so I was horrified that, her husband would see me in my undies, but at that moment it was about survival. So I was fainting and fainting and fainting and we couldn't understand why I was fainting so much. It was horrible. Me and my daughter was in the Dollar Tree, and all I remember seeing was everything, and I just fall out, and I hear, that's my mother, and everything hit the floor. But I was fainting for like every split second. I was fainting. Then they between fainting and falling asleep, I didn't know what the hell was going on. Then they found out I had narcolepsy and syncope. But my syncope is linked to my narcolepsy, which means when I am falling asleep, I am fainting. And when I'm fainting, I'm falling asleep. So it is crazy because there was a time I was at my mother's house, and I didn't know I was going to faint or anything. I just don't want anyone calling the ambulance on me. Just please don't call the ambulance. So I said to my mother, 1 minute, I said, Ma, if I happen to faint, just leave me where I am. And she was like, you sure about that? And I said, just, I just said it, I got so bad. I said it everywhere I went, even to strangers, on the street, on the shopping line or anything. Please do not call 911. So I was in my mother's kitchen. I don't know if I must have been washing dishes or something, because I always go wash the dishes. And then next, I'm out on the floor, and I heard, you sure you don't want me to call 911? And I was out, so of course but I was able to hear a piece. And I don't know how, but I heard it. But thank goodness she didn't call 911. And then the funny thing was, I left my mother's house, and at the time my mother lived on the third floor. By the time I walked one flight down and got to the next flight, I fainted on the floor. And I remember, boom, it hit my head on the wall, and yes, concrete wall, hit my head on the wall. But I was out, for a while. But when we learned that stress causes my fainting, that's when I was able to get a handle of it, because I understood where the stress was coming from and who the stress was coming from. So I had to first start not driving with said person, and it was hard, because it's hard to remove contact when the person is related to you, and they're your family and your loved one, So, but I had to do what I had to do. So that's where that came in, and then it got better. So my doctor asked me a couple of days ago. He was like, "Do you still faint when you drive?" And I'm like, "Well, I'm not going to answer that, right?" But I haven't had any. I'm not sure. Um, I had someone around me a few months ago, and I was doing the nice thing of making sure they were good, and I was just making sure that the atmosphere stayed, what's that word, copacetic or something. So I ended up started fainting again, and then I noticed he would be like, "Oh, are you okay?" And I'm like, in my mind, I'm like, "Can you get the F from around me? Maybe you should go somewhere. But the good thing is, I know enough that when someone's on hard times and they need to come stay, they can't stay. I want to come check on you. You want me to spend the night? No. No. I've resumed the wellness and the understanding to know that if I fall out on this floor, I'm just falling out on the floor. Now, I don't want anyone to feel as if I'm bulletproof against some of the untidy words that you may say. I have a strict on my YouTube, so if there are some type of words, I'm not going to see your message. It's going to show I have a message, but I'm not going to see it. So if you say something and you really are, let's just say, narcissistic, and you want to hurt me, you're not going to hurt me, because I'm not going to see the message. I just want to put it out there. So I just want, and if it is a message that I don't find, whatever, I'm just gonna thank you for your message, and wish you a good day. That's it. I don't play in the sandbox. I'm not gonna do that, because then when I move away from the computer or whatever, I'm gonna be like in my head. Now I'm not borrowing anybody's problems, put it that way. But another time I got to the lobby downstairs. I was in the lobby, and I was the only person there, and I had to go to the bathroom really bad. So next thing you know, someone came. Now, I don't know if it's just me, but if I come to the elevator and say someone is there, I'm making sure that person gets on the elevator first, because they were there first. Like I said, it could just be me. But when the door opened, and I ended up would have had to go in, so I waited, and then one of the people said, "Reggie, she can't get in." So I'm looking, and I really wanted to use some of the words that start with F and B and you mother L and all those. And I'm looking like, you think of me now, and I'm gonna have to stand at the door, just basically my lip don't get caught up in it. So I just stood there, and I'm looking, and I just smiled and let the elevator go, and then the elevator took a while to get back down to the lobby. So we'll keep it nice and tidy. I did say I had to go to the bathroom, right? Well, I was wet when I got in my house, so I didn't care why, because I didn't wet the floor. But the good thing is, I came home, jumped right in the shower and everything. And guess what? It didn't even dawn on me. Now, when I did see the person, rage came over me because I wanted to say, you dish rag. Why would you do that? And not only that, I might have missed something. The person had about 5 people with them in a suitcase. Each person had a suitcase, so they just came off the plane, a bus, or whatever. But where is your fucking hospitality? You come in here and you see me, and I'm like, and I wanted to really say something, but I said, I'm not gonna say nothing. But it just so happens the same person has a daughter, and the daughter's not pretty in any way, shape, or form, and she doesn't have nice hair or anything. So every time I see her, she's belittling someone else, and I'm looking at her like, "Are you serious? Did you look in the mirror lately? Are you?" But then I realized, no, I can't say that. You know why? That is why she's doing what she's doing, because she knows she's trying to like counteract some of her inner feelings and throw it off on someone else. So she came into the building, and this girl is a good, I would say 13. So when these kids are young, how untidy their spirits are. Not everybody, some of them. The girl came in with another girl, maybe 2 or 3 girls, but one of them peed on herself. So she's in she peed, and she just let everybody in the lobby know. And the girl that peed on herself was beautiful, beautiful, high yellow. And I'm not saying high yellow people are pretty. I know there's a thing people have. I don't know nothing about that thing though. But I'm just telling you, this girl was beautiful, and she happened to, need to even get to the restroom. Um, I didn't want to cause her any shame, so of course I didn't say anything directly to the girl. But of course, you already know who I am, so you do know I said something. What I said doesn't need to be repeated, but I basically let the person know where I lived, and if your mother has an issue, send her to my house. And I made sure I let the girl know just how I felt about her disgusting behavior. But what got me so upset, it was about 3 grown women there at the time, and all of them stood there as if they weren't there, like they didn't hear, they couldn't see, nothing. And that also caused me to make a comment, because I said that could be anybody's loved one that happened to. I don't like bullies. I don't like bullies, and I kid you not, a bully could just shoot me in my mouth, because sometimes this sucker don't stop running. But it is what it is. And talkativeness is a part of bipolar disorder, just in case you didn't know. Sometimes I tell people they have to leave my house, because if you don't leave, I'm not going to be able to stop talking to you, because you're here and I have somebody to talk to. But anyway, I'm gonna tell you about another time. Let's go down memory lane. I was walking down one street, down Sanford Boulevard. There's this man beating up this woman. Now that's a no-no in my book. That's a no-no. And the no-no is, you better fight back. If he beat you, he beat you, but you better fight back. So I'm a ways from them, and I was not feeling the best. Fibromyalgia had me boom really bad at the time, but that wasn't going to stop me from getting to where I was trying to go. So I got to the person, and I told him, and I'm not going to use all of the special words I use, but he backed up off the girl, and then she cried, "Shut up!" And I'm, "Shut up!" And I told her, "You stand there, I had to get on her. I'm like, if I ever let you see you like," and then the man was saying, so I said, "Go ahead and hit me." I told him, "Go ahead and hit me." I said, "I fight back." I said, you're gonna have to kill me. You're gonna knock me out. Go ahead." I said, "You got one blow. You better make it work." But I'm so sick and tired of seeing this type of behavior. And then she's standing there. I said, "Where?" And I'm gonna promise you, I wasn't as low as I am now. But I said, "Wherever you going, you better get there right now." I said, "You go ahead, because I'm gonna stand right here." I said, "But if I ever see you with him again," I said, "you're gonna have it with me." I said, "Because this is an out. This is an out. You and him are not together no more." I said, "I bet not ever see you with him again." The girl was crying, holding herself and everything, and she started walking to the right of Sanford Boulevard, so which means she was going towards the Bronx. Fine, that was it. The man running off his mouth and everything, and I just beat on my chest. I'm like, "Come on, honey, because we could rumble." I would have taken my knee one good time, lifted up to my chest, boys and girls, and give him one blood clot lick. But I said, no, I'm going to stay here. I waited. She was gone. I couldn't see her no more, and I went about my business. When I turned my back, I waited. I counted to 3. I walked, I said, one, two, three, and I turned around. He was still standing there. Had he was walking my way, my first instinct would have been survival, and we would have been on the ground. But that was it. He completely he knew he was wrong. But I was in a car one day, and the person watches my videos, so be mindful. I hope I don't slip up and say anybody's name, because yes, he watches my videos. But anyway, we were driving, and a man was beating a woman, and I said, "Stop the car! Let's go! Get out of the car! Stop the car!" He said, "Pew!" on the gas. I said, "See, now that's the stuff I can't deal with. You a full-fledged man, and you're not gonna help a woman." But it just so happens this same person was in a car when a guy said he was going to shoot me. So he was like, "I'll shoot you, I'll shoot you, I'll kill you." And all. So I'm like, "What?" And I'm trying to get at him, and I'm like, "Ah!" And I got this person trying to hold me back, and this, I'm like, "Oh, well, mother," and I'm trying, you go, "What? You better, what? You, oh, boy." I said, "You going to kill me today," because, boy, those are some words. But anyway, I ended up, the police came and everything, and I'm like, "You say what you gonna do to me? Because you could, what? And I'm like, but I got so angry because the same man was right there, and he has a freaking bat in his car. You think he wouldn't have took the bat out, gave me the bat to go after said person that threatened my life? Are you serious? He's like, he stood there, he was like, and I'm like, "Are you really not going to protect me?" And I wasn't even a troublemaker. So it wasn't like I was a troublemaker and I ran my mouth and the guy, this person came after me because I was defending someone else. So I'm like, but you know what? It is what it is. I've had my day of a man putting his hands on me. But I tell you one thing, I can promise you there are some men that will never forget me, because I kid you not, I will bust your head wide open if you come for me. You better knock me out. I am not playing. You better knock me out, honey. I'm not letting us. Oh, now I will tell you what I will do, and you'll see that on YouTube if anybody ever record it. If I'm just say I'm walking on the street, some ranted hood rat trash woman out there come for me and say, nah, I'm letting that person go. I'm letting you go. I am not going to prison to defend myself against a trash bag. Absolutely not. You know why? I am a believer in, if you mingle with trash, you are no better than trash. So I will not. Now, I don't know. I believe y'all might have, my last channel, there was a big episode outside my building, and the person, matter of fact, the same one that was shaking the keys, came after me, called all her family. It was like a million people outside trying to fight little old me for something that I didn't do to bother nobody. Was little old me? Are you serious? So I put my brass knuckles on my hands, and I had my hand behind. I got out of my car, closed the door. Person going frantic and going crazy, and I just stood there. And then I called, when they got around my car, of course, I called 911. I'm like, someone is near my vehicle, and they're acting a little erratic. And then I'm like, put it on speaker. And she, yeah. I said, I'm not paying you any mother effing mind. But I said the word. I'm like, but at the time my hand was wrapped and I had my hand. But somebody whispered in this ear. She was like, "Girl, I know if she," I said, "I'm going to clean that whistle. That's all I know. I'm going to clean it up." But I was so upset because my daughter ended up driving down the block, and somebody said, "There's some lady yelling at your mother." My daughter jumped out of that car, and she had so it was a big old thing. But I ended up walking towards my building after I called the police, and the police came. There was like 300 people there. I didn't even know these people, and this one person walked past me, boy-headed B, and I'm like, "You know me?" And she was like, "No, but I know you a BI." And I'm like, "Well, thank you. Have a nice day." And then the police said to the woman, "What is going on here?" She went to, I said, "Sir, I'm calling you. I called you." So I walked right to him, and said person was standing right here with her millions of people. I said, "Sir, I don't play in a sandbox, and I am too classy for this." And then I told him what happened, and then I moved over to the side, and then my vehicle was out there with all my name and everything, and I'm like, So I said to the man, I said, "Mister, I don't like this hood rat, ghetto-fied, trash bag behavior. I said, please let me know when I can move my vehicle. And everybody had videos recording, and I had a Shades Creation shirt, and I think I had a sweater, so I took off the sweater and I turned around and I'm facing them, and I'm like, I'm standing here, so I'm looking at them like, okay, first of all, you're in the center of the ghetto, and then on top of that, you all have a special type of tan skin, and you're all out here acting an ass. But you're trying to record me, and I'm the one not opening my mouth, but you're steadily recording my shirt. So I said, what can I do? That's it. I stood there. So then the very nice, sweet police officer came and whispered in my ear, you can go move your vehicle now. I said, thank you so much. Bye. And then when I got outside, just moved my vehicle, and then I went about my day. But just guess what happened to me the very next day. The very next day, the person that was outside acting erratic, like they wanted to jump over the car and come for me, was in the elevator by herself. And guess who walked in the elevator with her? Me. Guess who put the brass knuckles in my hand and hit the phone just like this? And I just looked, and I had my eye just ready to, and I'm like, and that's what ticks me off. That's what ticks me off. Why would you come for me when I'm outside, bringing groceries in, whatever the case may be, and then you have me all to yourself in the elevator when you could have just did anything to me? Why didn't you do it to me then? And then on top of that, not even say a word to me. Why? That's what gets me. That's what gets me. That's what absolutely gets me. But me, I'm not. You could slap me across my face, and I'm just going to look at you and let you walk on by. But when I do get you, you're not even going to know I got you. Boy, I play. Ooh, I'm not too. Woo. Nope. But April, I got your message on Facebook. I just need to know how, and I'm gonna knock it out. Yes, I am, because when she said they let me listen to the tape. Well, they didn't let you listen to the tape, because I didn't say that. So and the fact that to say those are my coworkers when I know the person works in the health field. I think I need to, and that might expedite them working on moving me to the other building. So there goes that. So I'm really hoping that I can get in the other building. So there goes that. I did call the other building to ask for I asked a few questions, maybe like one question. I'm waiting for them to call me back, but my caseworker is going to see if they can set up a touring so I can see around the building, but. This building here, I've been here over 15 years, and I'm okay. So what I'm actually doing now is downsizing. But I'm going to give it to you like this without saying so much. I cannot do much with what's in here until May, June, July, and August. That's it. So this in here is May, June, July, and August. So I don't have... I have like a cup here, cup here, cup here. So this whole top shelf is cups. So I really can't do anything with those until May, June, July, and August. And then here, a box of cups, 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 cups. Here, all my scraps from my paper. Here, cups, here, Mother's Day, a whole box of nails that I was going to mail to someone. All of this stuff is, see, I can't do nothing. Panties, underwears, socks, can't do nothing. But the good thing is, everything is in It's in some type of order. But look what I got right here. Look at little kitty pie. May, June, August. And I got everything in the order. Now right here I have some paper I used to do my greeting cards. So I put those right there. All of that right there is on the marketplace. All of those bags and stuff, they filled up, like earrings, bracelet, keychain, whatever the case, is inside of those. And like in that shelf right there, it's just plain paper, some keychains, earrings I made. All of it is already set up, organized, just put where it's going to be put. I can't do anything with that till May, June, July, August, and all the way up till October. But I'm hoping that if there is a placement, but I don't. You can bet nobody's moving right now, so not worried about that. But my godson's gonna be here tomorrow, and he's gonna help me do a little stuff. I don't know what we're gonna do, but we're gonna find some. I'm gonna let him make his mother a tote bag first of all. I'm gonna. Matter of fact, let me tell him. Yeah. So he's gonna make her a tote bag. He already made her um he already made her a pen. He made her a notebook, and he made her a greeting card. Oh my goodness, I'm dropping my stuff. But he forgot he made it, and he wasn't he I don't know if he left town or not, but he wasn't here to give it to us. So, but what I'm gonna do now is turn my TV back on, just for some noise in the background for a little while, and turn my fan up and open my window up. It is bleeding hot in here. I saw this man yesterday in the building, and I said, "You live here now?" Because I knew him for years. Not friendly, but enough to speak. He said, "Yeah." He said, "But this bam heat in here is terrible." I'm like, "Well," and then today I sat down and I said, "You know what? Let me be thankful for this daggone heat we got up in here, because guess what? It could be the other way around. It could be no heat at all. You know what I'm saying?" So I said, and I'm sitting here. I got water on my head. My head is wet, and usually my underarms start sweating, but they're not sweating. But the good thing is that pain is gone. Oh my goodness! And my daughter, you should see her in the store. "Mommy, do you want this candy?" And "Mommy, do," and I'm looking at her like, my God, how many times do I have to say it? This stuff causes pain. And then she made some steak, and then she put some sauce on it, and she put something else on it, and she put something else on it, and then she was like, you. So she made me a sandwich. She said, "Here you go," and she gave it to me. And then I got to the second bite, and then the pain just said, "Boom!" And I said, "Ah!" I started screaming, and the tears ran. She said, "Oh, I should have never put that on." And I'm like, but I said, I have to figure out how to stay by myself, because you can't tell a person, the same thing over and over and over. That stuff causes pain. And see, me, when I eat something and it causes that kind of pain. Now, none of you on this channel have seen me in the pain that people have seen in the other channel. When I say people be crying when they see me, it is that bad. But today wasn't as bad as it could have been, because as soon as the pain hit, the sandwich was out of my hand and in the garbage, and that was it. Now, I have my refrigerator right here, as I'm thirsty too. Give me a little minute to drink me a little water. Ah! Mm, 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 mm. Uh, Boys and girls, if y'all don't know what cold water tastes like, you better go get some. You better go get some. Woo! Now, I kid you not, I'm a sweet person, so I have to get in here and get my cup of my my sugar-free water. Mm. By the way, in case you didn't know, I don't like water, regular regular water, but I drink it. I drink it, but uh, the thing right here is full. Anyway, I done ran my mouth long enough. I I'm gonna sit here and I know it's right here. And guess what? I'm gonna find it as soon as I hang up. But oh, here it go. I just designed a Mother's Day card, and then for some reason it printed out wrong, and then out of nowhere the printer made some type of noise, whatever, and it fixed the mistake. So I'm about to print now and see what it works out. And Tina, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna take out some cards that I printed already. I wonder if you know what? I feel so bad for y'all. Y'all gonna be like, what in the world is this girl do? I can't show you the actual closet because I can't open it all the way because of my desk. But maybe I can show you through there. It's in that closet as well. But I don't know if you can see this right here. But if you can see this right here, this is a stack of greeting cards that's just printed and it's not cut. But in that closet right there, I have a stack about this tall. All of them are greeting cards that's not cut. On the top shelf, on the next side, I got about this many greeting cards. All of those are greeting cards that are not cut. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 shoe boxes, greeting cards, right there. Here, greeting cards. 1, 2, 3, 4. But guess what? Okay, I was gonna tell you something, and I just wanted to make sure. This box is $25, and it's full of greeting cards. But it has greeting cards, it has bracelets, earrings, everything. When May, June, July, and stuff, I put this on the table. Yes, there's people that take it. Absolutely. So that's where, when you see me making the cards, they actually go somewhere. So this, and I just put them in there, and I tape it up on the sides. But I just wanted to make sure it was taped. And here's the top to another one that I started filling. So I'm not finished yet. So I just do that. So what I'm gonna do right now is finish my application, which I just gotta put it in the mail and probably mail it tomorrow. Thank you so much for watching my video and have a wonderful day. Bye bye. And April, thank you so much for commenting on the fact that you saw my room. But I'm gonna show you something just in case you didn't see it. Can you see my banner? And don't mind my window. I got a curtain behind there. The sun messes with this camera right here. But look at me up there. I got that banner done on Temu for $11. Yep. My friend made the picture, and he actually loves it. And if you see the pillows, but I'm actually making pillows. I got about maybe 15 more to finish making, but I'm taking my time making them. And just in case you're wondering about this cabinet right here, I'm going to show you something. This cabinet is, the top is a kitchen cabinet for dishes, and then the bottom is a pantry for the kitchen. I reviewed for Wayfair, so 1 month I chose the bottom piece for my sample. Then the next month I chose the top piece, and I ended up putting the top on top of there. But when I was building the shelf, I did something different to the top, and I knew I was going to put something on it, but I did not even know that that cabinet or that cabinet was going to be available when I needed a cabinet. Oh, talk about somebody blessed. That's how I ended up with that. And it absolutely looks like it was, made that way. Now this here, this cabinet here, as you can see, this is my coffee station. This cabinet here I got from Buy Nothing, and it has my see, it has all Mother's Day. I think these are all Mother's Day cards. So, and they're already birthday. All of them are already sent. So all I have to do is put them on the table. But when I got this when I got that shelf, I was thankful that the person helped me put it in my vehicle. But even my godson, when he saw it, he was like, I wouldn't give anyone that. I wouldn't give anyone that. and I wanted to leave it on the side of the road. I wanted, I wanted to leave it on the side of the road. I said, "Oh boy, I don't want to put that in my vehicle." So then I was like, I couldn't. I'm just not gonna do that. So I said, how on the earth could? So I brought it upstairs, and I had some white paint. So I sat, I put it there, and I painted all of the shelf. And I'm like, wait a minute. And then I got a hammer and put a little add in a little extra and everything, put placemats on top and everything. And then I made my coffee station on the top, and I have some storage on the bottom. I have my shelves of my paper. My other paper shelves are right here, all the way up to there. So you see some over there, the black shelves, and then the rest are right here with my paper in it. But I said, wait a minute, I could use this. I can make my coffee station in here. I drink a lot of coffee, and I'm about to have some coffee in a few minutes. So I put that up there. But I went back to buy nothing, and I made sure that I mentioned, thank you and everything for the group and everything. I said, and I'm a frequent member of the group because there are times that people need things picked up, and I take it to the shelter or something or whatever, and I started letting them know that I'm going to drop off what I can drop to the shelter and whoever can take it. But if not, it's going to the flea market this summer if I go. I don't want you to think I'm coming here to pick it up. So, and even if I give something, I tell them it's good enough if you want to take it to a flea market and sell it. I don't mind as long as you put money on your table. I'm not one of those people that say I don't want somebody to take it and sell it. If somebody can feed themselves and their kids or something I have, by all means, do it. So, and I'm not telling you to feel that way, but that's how I feel because I would rather somebody get something for it that someone wants rather than just take it and throw it somewhere in the corner or whatever the case may be. But anyway, and I did make a statement. Please know what is worth giving from what should be thrown in the trash. And if you just want someone to come and take something so you don't have to throw it in the trash, be honest about that as well. I said, because people's time is valuable. But it is what it is. I'm going to say thank you so much for watching my video, and please know that my couch is being delivered in a couple of days. My bed that's in the living room may end up in the other room, but I'm not too sure because you know why I don't want to go back there? I want to go back there because I just want to try and see if I can get back into sleeping into a room. I was fainting so much that when I would I would bust my head on the wall, and I would have big swollen knots and stuff all over my body. So now that my fainting is coming under getting good and everything better, I want to see if I can sleep in a room. So the last time I put my bed in a room, I put it in this room right here, and I put my bed right here. So I'm thinking now that my bed may go here or in the back room. The back room has two long tables with all my goods and everything is at, but I don't plan on being here alone for some time. Now that I registered my business back up, I'm going to have to look into renters insurance and all that other stuff. I'm going to get to the point where people will be in here again. I don't want anyone near my bed. And and no one sits on my bed, so I'm not saying that. I just don't want anyone to come in and be near my bed. So my bed is going to go either here or in the back room. So I went to Temu last night and I picked up a couch for $150, and it turned out a little bit of add-ons in there that was in the shopping cart. I didn't feel like taking it out. Came to $191. So I told my mother today. She said, "Well, let's hope it's a real couch when you get it." So I said, I'm not worried about that right now because I can easily take it back, get a refund, whatever. They're not even gonna take that back, I know. But I may not put it out until I figure out what I'm gonna do in the living room. I absolutely love the living room, but I started using the dining table to do my cards because I don't barely eat on a dining table. So I said either I'm going to use the table or I'm going to get rid of the table because I'm not willing to hold up that kind of space anymore, that especially space I'm not using. So I was thinking to put the dining table in here where I could use it to make my cards on because I have this table here and my TV's here, but uh, I don't want to go in the back room because the man that lives there and has a girlfriend, his bed and my bed and his bed will be on the very same wall. Now, I don't know about him, but I know I will keep his ass up a lot at night if push come to shove. But you know I'm not letting that man keep me up at night. Ooh, no, not me. No, 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 no. So I may end up coming back in here. This is originally my bedroom. My bed was right here where this thing is, but this table here, this table's not getting out that front door. I built it too big. This table is not getting out that front door. Anyway, I have run my mouth a long time, and Coral is not watching this video to no 56 minutes and 11 seconds. I already know that. But April maybe, and Tina, I'm almost positive she will. But Coral, no. Guess what, everyone? Coral does not know I sent her a surprise in the mail. She still hasn't seen the video. I'm so happy. When by the time she get by the time she get the tote bag, maybe she won't see the video and then she'll see it. But she didn't get it yet. Tina, you might as well just give me the address because I'm sending you your bag, so it doesn't matter. Send me the address, and I may be putting it in the mail tomorrow. Let me see what this weather look like. Oh, it looked like it's okay. Oh, no. Postman don't run tomorrow. Okay, your bag is going out. Send me the address. And matter of fact, you mentioned something about some cards, but you said for someone else. And yes, I do have those. I do have those. Give me a minute. Let me show you something. It was so funny that you had to ask me that, but I do have those. See, I have earrings in some of them. I have pens in lip gloss in some. I have earrings, bracelet, card. So I have a whole bunch of them. But that was just to show you that I had to go all the way in the back room for this. You know that because I have it on my table. But Tina, I forgot there's something you don't know, and I'm gonna tell you in a minute.